And we're back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. So, quick out-of-character explanation for why we are in Caius's house now, rather than back in Arkenthand, looting it where we left off. Basically, I did a tiny bit of looking around and determined there wasn't much point sticking around and looting it. I found one other enemy I could kill, and he didn't have anything worth a damn on him. So we recalled back to Caius's pad to save myself the journey. And now, first I'm going to look in here and see if there's anything I want to ditch. In that sense, ditch as in sell, by the way, and these chitin throwing stars are a good one to get rid of. We're never going to use them after all. But now, we are off to Revere's shop to do some selling. Because I don't think any of the other merchants are going to be willing to trade with us, because we have dwarven coins, and I'm fairly sure one of my mods actually introduces buying and selling restrictions on if you have dwarven artifacts like that, similar to skooma and moon sugar in the base game. So we need to trade those away first. Plus, Revere's our buddy. We like him. Other than that, with all the fighting and stuff we've been doing lately, we're getting very close to level 3. We just need to bump up one more skill, so I might actually go to the Mages Guild and spend some gold on leveling my Destruction or Conjuration, honestly. Although, talking of skills that need to be leveled, we should do something about our alteration, because I'm 95% sure that it being so low is the reason for this, but if you go in here and look at my levitate spell, it says 0% right now because we don't have the magic to cast it, but when we do, excepting when I use a potion of fortified willpower, our maximum chance of casting that spell is 7%. Fortified willpower brings it up to 13%. So levitate is basically unusable to me right now, is what I'm saying. Which is kind of infuriating. That also means that spell of barrier, I don't think I've ever seen it go higher than about 35%. So we really need more willpower and more skill and alteration to mitigate that, I think. In the meantime, Revere, I have stuff to sell you. Most importantly, we need to sell off these Dwemer Dumak, but we can trade with other people. And he doesn't have enough gold to actually you buy all of those. But what I want off of Revere is one of his special weapons here, which are enchanted to let us summon a bound Daedric blade, in this case a longsword with the fiend katana. It's also a decent amount better than the silver flame lunger we're using right now. And I'm going to try to pay for it by selling a bunch of my stuff to the man. Though I'm not sure if that will actually succeed. And I'm selling that Colovian Varhelm, because fuck that thing. Let's see here. Those scrolls aren't worth much, but they can go, because I don't need the things. No. We're gonna have to reset this. Even with all the loot we've picked up, we just cannot sell enough stuff to afford one of his special weapons. Which is astounding that they're so expensive. He only has 600 gold right now. And that's the problem on that front. These Dumacs are worth a hefty chunk of change. 50 per. I'll sell him as many as I can, though. $616. I may have to just eat the 16 gold loss, honestly. Yeah. There we go.
What does the Imperial need?
We still have 4 Dwarven Dumacs, so I will probably have to come back when Revere has replenished his gold stocks. That's got us nearly 1,000 gold. We can buy some nice potions in addition to, or not potions in this case, actually spells. Buy some nifty spells, and I'm gonna actually see if we can trade with this person regardless. We can. I guess that mod didn't introduce that, and I was imagining it. Oh well, it's something I'm happy to be wrong about. Let's see, and this person only has 700 gold, so... I'll take back one of the crossbows. And you can have one long spear, the iron dagger, and the chitin dagger. Let's see here. If we've anything worth about 50 gold or so, that would be great, but I don't think we do. Actually, you know what? There's a weapons dealer nearby, I think. Other than those couple that are useless crap, we can just sell to the weapons dealer. And you, lady, can get the miscellaneous crap. In other words, the diamond. Bits of ectoplasm. We have enough stored up back home. The 3 emeralds. Let's see. The raw glass. Scrolls of cure common disease. And if I can find her. Fur helm and Dwemer helm. And actually, let's see if we can get 700 out of that. No? 694? Again, no. 692. We got 1 gold more than they actually wanted to offer us out of that. That's most of that lady's gold. Which puts us at 1665. Now, let's go find this weapons dealer.
Your turn to talk, ours to listen.
Let's go find them. I think that's the weapons store right here, though I could be misremembering. It's the armor. Basically the same thing. Hey, I've got stuff to sell you. Mostly dwarven shit. And I don't particularly care for crossbows. We are not a ranged person after all. So, let's see. This seller has 1,500 gold. Is there anything else I would like to sell? No, that's it. Let's see if I can get slightly more money, though. 1175.
Hello.
Not bad.
I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
So that brings us up to a grand whopping total of 2,840 septums. We got nearly 3,000 gold out of that whole affair. Nifty.
We are blessed, truly.
Now, let's go find whoever it is what trains people in destruction magic around these parts.
You seem quite intriguing.
And lady, would you
Please
stop
share
pacing
your
around
thoughts.
like that? Seriously. No, not spells. Training. You're the one who does the destruction training, yeah. Cannot train a skill above its governing attributes. Lovely. It's annoying. Let's see. Destruction is 45. Or 43. And my willpower is 40. That would explain it. We need to do some willpower boosting in our next level up or two. So, I guess boosting conjuration next would be the best alternative then. Because I do a lot of conjuration. Relative to other things, even if it's not quite as much as destruction. I spend more time throwing fireballs than summoning skeletons, but I still summon a lot of skeletons after all.
Welcome. Care to talk?
I mean, we could do alteration. I need to get better at that, but it's not really high on my list. Conjuration or restoration are good picks. Just need to find who does the training for those around here. That's the travel lady. Seriously.
How are you?
I need to find the trainer.
To what do I owe this pleasure?
None of you idiots actually offer the training I'm looking for. That's annoying. Maybe they're in one of the other guild halls. It's just 10 gold to teleport. Until we burn it all on potions and training, that's chump change for us. Let's look around and see if we can find a conjuration
Share
or
your thoughts, friend. I enjoy the company.
restoration trainer. I do rather need one of those.
Please, go ahead, Outlander. I'm listening.
We greet you.
None of you offer what I'm after. Come on now. You sell spells, but you don't offer training. It's not very useful to me. Hide. Invisibility. Spell? Honestly, I'll take it. Not what I came for, but invisibility and also slowfall are very useful things to have. No other spells I can really think of to buy right now. Honestly. I just need someone to train me in restoration or conjuration. That's all I need. So we're literally hopping around the guild halls trying to find one right now. And, wait, there's 2 travel people. What? Firewatch and Old Ebonheart. You're telling me I could have just teleported to Old Ebonheart and didn't have to walk there, and could have actually completed that quest with our Khajiit buddy and not got him killed? What the hell, man? What the hell? Oh my god. Why the Divines?
I'm all yours. Please go ahead.
I am never too.
Why do none of these idiots tell me these things? Seriously.
Hello there. How are you?
Eye mace, 10 to 40% chameleon. That seems pretty useful, actually. So I will grab it.
How are you?
Collecting plenty of spells right now. But we're not using very many of them because I need to get the skill to use them first.
I'm all yours. Please, go ahead.
Come on. You don't
Please
offer
go
that.
ahead. Speak.
Topics. Blade trainer. There's we found a list of, but I don't know if any of them offer magic training. That's my problem. Very annoying. Travel to Smora. Once again,
Welcome.
I'm
Care
looking
to
for
talk?
people who offer training. You do, but we need a higher rank for that. Very irritating.
So much to remember.
And you haven't even refilled the supply chest yet. Really?
Walk with virtue.
Come on, people. How am I supposed to take advantage of being a member of this guild if you don't refill the chest every time I grab shit out of it? Come
To what do
on.
I owe this pleasure?
I mean... thinking about it... I am a member of the Imperial cult now, so maybe, just maybe... Oh, that's the Fighters Guild. As I was saying, maybe they offer restoration training? It is the Imperial cult, after all. So I would have to say that would make sense. I'm pretty sure I remember restoration being one of their important skills for joining. And we're not joining the Fighters
To what
Guild.
do I owe this pleasure?
Night Eye, the ability to see it, see in the dark. Very useful sounding one, I'll take it. And I'm just using the fighter skill to find the exit. That's the Mage Guild. Imperial Shrine, yes please. They offer spell training as well. Including elemental shields. And a special fortified personality trait just for them.
Go ahead.
What I need is someone who will train me in restoration, though. Or conjuration, but I think with the shrine, restoration is more likely. And I didn't notice until I looked, but that is actually an illegal to poke around with container, so it's a good thing I didn't do anything. Do you not offer training? Well, you have a restore health over time spell, which I will grab. And what looks like a better instant restore than my hearth heal, I'm hoping. A restore fatigue spell. Okay, I don't actually need that, so I'm gonna hold off, but that's neat that they have something like that.
Do you want something?
Maybe at some point I should pick it up and enchant some boots to restore my fatigue over time or something. That could be cool.
Greetings. Go ahead.
Let's go here.
Please, feel free to talk at your leisure.
Okay. Back to Balmora, I think.
How fairly, friend?
Okay, I broke my own rule a little bit. about not checking outside information because I just wanted to know who the restoration trainers were, and there's a reason I haven't been able to find the one in the Mages Guild. It's because it's Sharn Gro Musgrab, that orc who is involved in the necromancy conspiracy, who vanished after we took the alternate path. And I'm assuming she got locked up or executed or something for breaking local laws. So she's inaccessible to us now, unfortunately.
We are blessed, truly blessed. This is an honor.
Requirement. Just to check the requirements for advancing rank with the Mages Guild again. Intelligence 31, willpower 31, we meet. We need one skill at 50, which will probably wind up being destruction. Anyways. I don't remember right off which it is, but I'm pretty sure now I think on it that one of the Blades trainers in here in Balmora do actually offer restoration training. So we'll just go and visit Nine Toes and Tyrmelian, or how do you say it? Let's find his house again and I'll have another guess at it. Yeah, Tyrmelian. We'll go visit the two of them and just see which offers training and if they give me any stuff, because I should have done this earlier, because I seem to remember you actually get stuff for talking to the Blades trainers for the first time. So maybe that's a thing I should do off camera sometime, just go around and talk to them. Rithleen. Was that one of the Blades trainers? The name sounds familiar to me. Let's have another look-see. Rithleen. Yeah, he was one of the trainers too. It's Rithleen, Nine Toes, and Tyrmelian.
What is this regarding, Citadel? You may speak.
So, let's find those people.
Wealth beyond measure.
Rithleen, eh?
So how are your travels? Anything I can do to help?
Blades trainers. Gave me some. We got some armor out of this person for that, but it's steel armor, so heavy armor, so not something I'm going to use. We can get training in Longblade from them though, and that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, honestly. But I'm looking for restoration training right now. We get plenty of Longblade training just conventionally through the various fights that we get into. So it's not really worth spending our gold on. Especially when, with all the spells we're going to end up buying, our gold will disappear in a fraction of a second anyways. Just not worth it. But this here is Nine Toes, apparently.
One would be wise to
Let's
listen.
see. Some blades trainers. The basics we can teach you won't cost much. Advanced training, though, that's expensive. If you're already skilled, you're much harder to teach. Maybe I can help you out. Here's a little moon sugar on the house. Do know that trade in moon sugar and skooma is against the law. Most alchemists and apothecaries won't buy it, but Khajiit generally will. Try Ajira at the Mages Guild or Revere. All the sugar and start saving for training. Ooh, moon sugar to sell. Please and thank you. Let's see. If we want to be able to cast our invisibility spells easier, coming to this guy for training in illusion would probably be a good idea. But I guess that narrows down which of the Balmora Blades trainers it is that does illusion spells, doesn't it? So let's find him on here. Tyre Malin. That's going to be the one that sells training in illusion magic. And then, once we get that training, I'm going to have to take my ass back to the Mages Guild and talk to Ajira in order to sell this moon sugar, because we've already tapped out Revere's stocks of gold. So Revere will not be able to buy it. Ajira, on the other hand, we haven't sold anything to in a good while. Blades trainers. Yes, we know the stuff about training prices already, so I'm not going to read that. To get you started, here's my old alembic. You can get a few gold for it or use it yourself. Yeah, being able to make our own potions and having the bonuses we get from an alembic does sound nifty. And he won't give us service because we have the moon sugar that Nine Toes gave us. Wow. One trainer gives us moon sugar to afford training, and another trainer won't train us because we have the moon sugar we got given. I'll just put it down on that table. And now he doesn't care because it's not in our inventory, which I always found funny. 6th barrier? Good googly moogly, that's expensive. Better spell a feather? Don't mind if I do. Let's see. What I want right now, though, is training in restoration. Just increase that to 36. I should rest and meditate on what I've learned. Okay, I'll take the moon sugar with me so you can actually be innocent of having drugs and not just plausibly deniable on that point. And I'll go sell it to Ajira, and then we can level up.
Wealth beyond measure, Outlander.
See, willpower has a ×3 bonus, so I'll be able to get the willpower buff we need to actually start leveling up our destruction again, hopefully, soon. Nifty.
You may speak.
And then I'm gonna check with Caius and see if we're high enough level to advance the main story yet. Because, as I've mentioned before, I'm 99% sure that block is from one of my mods, and I don't know which one or what the specific requirements it introduces are. Just that now, as is the case with the More Oblivion, and the conversion for having Morrowind in the Oblivion engine, you now have to be a specific level to get certain main story quests. So it sort of spaces them out and makes it so that you're actually gaining experience and stuff and taking breaks in between the main quest rather than just gunning it all until you hit a hard block, which I kind of like. Yeah, Ajira, I have drugs to sell you. $142 septims worth of them. This guy also Ajira also was saying at one point, perhaps we'd like to deliver a letter to Brabane Aaron in Old Ebonheart. And I think we can agree to do that. Ajira is very excited about her promotion and would like to tell her friend the good news. Will Terra help Ajira send a letter? Alright, I'll deliver your letter. Here's Ajira's letter. Your good friend is at the Guild of Mages in Old Ebonheart, the big city on the mainland across the inner sea. The easiest way to get there is using the Guild Guide Network. Musseline Marian can get you to Vivec, and from there, Omonir offers travel to Old Ebonheart for guild members of Conjurer rank and above. There's also a boat to Ebonheart that sails across the inner sea you can take. Yeah, the teleportation method is definitely a little easier. For now, though, let's get like an hour of rest and ascend. I'll take the willpower plus some speed. And strength. I am now level 3. So, it's time to go see Caius and find out if we qualify for the next bit of story yet. Since I have really no other way of knowing that without checking with the man. So let's go find out. Oh, Balmora, you remain the place where frame rates go to die, just like you were in my last series. Good to know. Good to know. Hey Caius, I'm here for your orders. Oh good, we do qualify. Thought it over, and I want you to interview 3 informants in Vivec City concerning the Nerevarine and the 6th house. First, I want you to speak to Adiranair, a Khajiit Thieves Guild operative. Second, I want you to speak to Holia, an Argonian in the Morag Tong. Finally, I want you to speak with Maramilo, a temple priestess. Here, I've written the details down so you won't forget. And here are 200 drakes for bribes and other expenses. Okay.
Well met.
Let's hope that 200 drakes is enough to bribe people with, then. as that seems like it could be a bit of a stretch. And 7 p.m. It's actually quite late to be starting out my travel at 7 p.m., so I think we're gonna spend the night here at Caius's place. Also, I need to sell that steel helm and cuirass. And I want to try something on. No, that dwarven robe is hideous. I'm gonna sell it. I was keeping it because I thought it might look nice, but no, it looks terrible. Absolutely terrible. So now, I'm just gonna spend the night chilling, kicking back, reading the works. Then we'll set off in the morning. Nice and early. And of course it's raining. I don't even know why I'm surprised. The weather hates me. It's just a fact of life.
You may speak.
And I think I am actually going to take the Silt Strider to Vivec.
What is this regard?
I mean, sure, I could just teleport to the Mages Guild. I've easily got the coin, and I've done that a million times by now. But quite honestly, wait a sec. Here. Vampires of Vardenfell Volume 2 was one of the things. One of the... These Mage's Guild quest wanted, but yeah, I could just take the teleport, but quite honestly, I think Volume 1 is what you've got. It's useless. Honestly, I just want to experience actually traveling to Vivec City the conventional way that your average Joe would. And I don't know where that expression came from. It's almost like I've got some mysterious voice looking over my shoulder through a camera that's been zoomed out into third person, watching everything I do every step of the way. But that would be silly. Where do I even come up with these ideas? Anyways, off to Vivec City.
Just for you. Same low price.
Oh. Okay. Wait, is that a tame guar? Yes, yes it is. Wow. Wonders never cease. Tame guar and the capital of Morrowind. Or the capital of Vardenfell, rather. That's right. Mournhold's the capital, isn't it? I read that in some book somewhere. So can't shout out about somewhere being the capital of Morrowind until I've actually been to Mournhold. Spiritual capital, maybe? I don't know. I'm not big on religion anyways. But yeah, this is Vivec City. Now, according to Caius, I need to speak to a Khajiit named Adiranir in St. Alms, an Argonian called Halia in the Foreign Quarter. So the Argonian's probably going to be the easiest one to do.
What is this regarding, Citadel?
What is this regarding, Citadel?
I'm sorry? Why is there a floating doorway in the middle of nowhere? What in the actual fuck? I mean, if you want to build a house and just decide that a doorway with a pocket dimension is a good way to go about it, sure, I guess, but that doesn't change the fact that it's fucking weird. Weird way to do it, really is. Black Shelp Corner Club's the place we want, though.
Yes, Outlander?
Let's see here. This will be the place.
Questions?
Oh, Halia. Found you nice and quick. I welcome you, friend of my friend. To go to my friend's bookstore, and these troublesome fools are in the way. I try to persuade them, but they hate my race, and I fear there will be violence. You can speak with them. But be careful and be ready.
What was that?
Lovely.
What is this regarding, Citadel?
I am talking to that filthy lizard, so push off. What kind of filthy lizard, lover? You want to give your friend a big kiss, huh? Say that lizard has skills, but he doesn't frighten me. Charming.
Matsera.
I think it's Voice of the Emperor time, actually.
What do you ask of me?
Please leave my lizard friend alone. Oh, I'm supposed to talk to you a bit first. The sight of a free Argonian offends these racist thugs. Tarnish my Morag Tong honor to slay them. I don't want to trouble my friend by fighting in his club. I must go to my friend's bookstore where we can talk in peace. You have a way with words, perhaps you can talk to them, or if you have a way with money, they might be bought. Otherwise, I fear there must be bloodshed. Hey look, it's none of my business. If I want to talk to a filthy lizard, it's their problem, not mine. Get out of here and good riddance. Well, that's that then. Let's see, will you travel together with me to Jabasha's rare books? We lead through the door to the foreign quarter wasteworks. Turn right, west, down the hall, across the atrium on the same level, then follow the opposite corridor west on the other side of the atrium all the way to Jabasha's door. Let's warn you, unless these troublesome fools are persuaded to behave like civilized beings, there may be fighting and killing if we try to travel together. Well, I've taken care of them. No worries. And yeah, Morrowind directions in a nutshell, everyone. I no longer have any idea where we were told to actually go, because those directions confuse the piss out of me.
I must be going, so if you could...
So I'll just have to guess.
Wealth beyond measure.
Oh, that's the apothecary. Is it one of these, maybe? I'm just guessing. Opposite where we were before, maybe. Jabasha's rare books. Yeah, I was right, mysteriously. Thank you very much. We should be free from distractions here. Said I'd tell you about the Nerevaring cult so you can report back to Caius. And I don't know of any Sixth House cult, but I can tell you what I do know. Okay.
Welcome, traveler. Speak freely.
Let's cover what you don't know first, then. Sixth House cult? Never heard of such a thing. House Dagoth was the Sixth House, but in the War of the First Council, they betrayed the other great houses and were destroyed for their treason. But I've never heard of anyone worshipping them. Dagoth the ancient head of House Dagoth, is the devil of the tribunal faith. And I've never heard of anyone worshipping him either. Yeah, that seems to be a theme so far. Whoever we talk to knows a lot about one, but very little about another. Anyways, you said you did know something about the Nerevaring cult? So, talk away. To understand the Nerevaring cult, you must understand the history of the Ashlanders. Nerevar means something very different to the Ashlanders from what he means to the Dunmer of the Great Houses. You should also know about the persecution of the Nerevaring and the legacy of the false incarnate, for the Nerevaring cult is at the heart of the ancient conflict between the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Great House Dunmer. Here is a summary for Caius, but ask your questions and I'll answer in detail. Okay, let's start with the history of the Ashlanders then. In the first era, the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Dunmer clans were much alike. After the first council and the formation of the Great Houses, Ashlanders have been steadily forced into the poorest and most hostile lands. Now the nomadic tribes look to the prophesized return of Nerevar for a restoration of their ancient rites and religious traditions. Yes, being put in that unpleasant a position, you would look to an ancient prophecy for salvation. I can see that. I can totally see that happening. And what's this about the persecution of the Nerevaring? I thought Nerevar was a hero of the Dunmer or something. The temple treats the Nerevaring prophecies as heresy, and imprisons and executes heretics, unless prevented by Imperial law. But since the Nerevaring cult is hostile to the Empire, Empire does not interfere when the temple persecutes the cult. Ashlanders hate the temple, and particularly the Ordinators, for their ruthless treatment of Nerevarine cultists. And last question. You mentioned the false incarnate. Can I get some more information about that? In the past, some have claimed to be the reincarnated Nerevar. The most recent is known as Peakstar, a figure of legend among the Waste tribes for the past 30 years. The temple says these false incarnates disprove the prophecies, since the false incarnates fail and come to nothing. But the mystical Nerevarine cult glorifies rather than shrinks from contradictions, hiding the appearance of failed incarnates as certain proof of Nerevar's coming rebirth. Okay, I gotta say, I don't understand that even a little bit. The idea that the fact that these people failed to fulfill the prophecy is somehow proof that it's going to come true makes no sense to me. But anyways, thanks for the information. Now, we're in a bookstore, so there is the one book that I was searching for. Or for the Mages Guild, that special one on vampires. I should see if this particular bookseller has a copy. And no, I won't steal your limeware platter, don't worry. Let's see. Vampires of Vardenfell Volume 2 is the one. Well, does not like this book and could punish poor Joppa if they knew. Which implies to me you have a copy. He does, but it's an expensive copy. 400 gold. I'm going to get it anyways. Well, 455 in this case. It's for the Mages Guild, and hopefully they reimburse me appropriately for obtaining this copy, because that's not a small amount of money, even for me. Pretty sure that was the Sadrith Mora Guild person who wanted that. In any case, we're done here in the bookstore. And now, we need the Khajiit in St. Olms. What's next?
Not now, Outlander. Head on.
That's our next order of business. Is this Khajiit in St. Olms? Who we need to talk to for Caius is our next order of business. But we're here in Vivec City, and as I was told, this place is as big and impressive and convoluted to navigate as everyone said it was. Why do big cities always do this? Imperial City was just as bad as this when I was a kid, I swear. It's like they're trying to compensate for something.